Kia ora, ko dia ho, hara mai, welcome to today's 5-minute Makerspace. We're making a DreamCatcher today, and you might wonder what STEAM aspect that has to it, but of course it is the M for maths, because a DreamCatcher is very good for working with your times table. So you don't need too many things, some things to decorate, but the main thing you need is, I've got a light piece of cardboard and we've got our compass here. We've got a ruler and of course we've got a pencil as well. We're going to need some wool, I might have just mentioned that, and some scissors. Let's take a closer look. Start off by setting your compass to 10 centimetres. Have a starting point in the middle of your page. And work it around. Now set your compass to 7.5 centimetres. You might need to adjust your pencil. Start from the same midpoint and make another circle. Now, trace a line through the middle. You can make this a dotted line. Now take a protractor. Place this against the line that you have and line up the midpoint with the hole, with the mark that you made. Bring the line over so it lines up, and then you're ready to make some marks. Make a mark every 36 degrees. We're going to make 10 segments. So 36, 72, 108, and 144. Do this on the other side as well. Take your ruler, and from each of these marks, make sure you go through the centre, you can line up with the mark on the other side, and trace a line. Do this for all the points you have marked. Like so. Now you want to number your segments. Start with 0 at the top and work your way round to number 9. Now with your scissors, carefully cut around the outer circle. Then cut around the inner circle. You may wish to do this with a craft knife to make things a little bit easier, but make sure you put something down on your bench before you get started. If you need to, you could just trim these up. Now we need to make some holes near each of our numbers. Now it's time to thread the wool through your catcher. I've popped my wool through this needle with a large eye on it to help me out a bit. Start off by threading it through the 0 and then place a little bit of tape to hold it in place. We're going to be working on our 3 times table for this particular exercise. So the next number we go through is the 3. Go through the underside and pull out the top side. The next number in the times table is 6. So again, feed it through the underside and bring it through the top side. The next number in the times table is 9. Feed it through the underside of the 9. Now, as you will note, our numbers only go up to 9, so there are no double digits. The next number in the sequence is 12. Ignore the 10, so ignore the 1, and feed it through the 2 instead. The next number in the sequence is 15. Ignore the 10 or ignore the 1 and feed the wool through the 5. The next number in the sequence is 18. Ignore the 10 or remove the 1 and feed it through the 8. The next number in the sequence is 21. Ignore the 10 or ignore the 2 and feed it through the 1. The next number in the sequence is 24. Ignore the 2, ignore the 20, and feed it through the 4. Of course, the next number in the sequence is 27. Feed your wool through the 7. And we're going up to 10 times 3, which is 30. Ignore the 3, ignore the 30, and go through the 0 again. Trim this piece and again add a little piece of tape. Now we're going to cut 3 lengths of wool that are around 20 centimetres each. Now take your duplicate circle and paste it onto your original circle. Now it's time to decorate each of our pieces of wool. Thread on a series of beads and then add on some feathers. You can push the feathers into the beads and then tie off a knot at the end. Now all that remains is to decorate the outside of your DreamCatcher. You could use a variety of stickers and motifs to do this. And there you have your very own DreamCatcher. You might like to attach something up the top so you can hang it up, or blue tack it to the window as well. And you've learned a lot about your times table, and you could try doing a different times table than the 3 times table. See what patterns that you can make. Hope you've enjoyed today's activity. Thanks for joining us. Ka kite.